I F18 have been dating my boyfriend M18 for 5 years. He's become close to girl F18 because he'd help her with her mental health. This girl that I'll call Pam is bipolar and has other mental health issues. My boyfriend, that I'll call Dan, would sometimes go over to her house alone with my permission to help her with mental episodes. I eventually didn't like him going over alone and asked him to stop, and he did. Pam didn't take this lightly and had a mental breakdown over it that calmed down after a while. Recently Dan has gone to military boot camp and has not been able to text, his limited calls, and has barely any time to write letters. Pam has been so upset over his absence and has been posting about him. She posted a video of her sobbing over him. This bothers me because it comes off as if she obsessed with him, and I doubt they have ever had any feelings to each other. But still, today I had enough and told her that she's been pushing my boundaries and asked her to stop posting so much about him. She just asked how I could have taken it the wrong way and I should have known better. She doesn't see how it could have bothered me. She claims she just misses her best friend, and that's fine, but I don't see the reason for posting about him so much, and some of my other friends have said it seemed like too much. Now I feel like a terrible person and that I should have never brought it up. All I wanted to do was set boundaries, but she took it as me trying to make her not be friends with my boyfriend anymore. And I told her I didn't care if they were friends, and now I feel like she'll tell mutual friends and they'll all turn on me. What's your perspective on this? Many people are seeing the word permission and saying I'm controlling for giving it. I'll explain. All I asked was for him to tell me when he was going there, and he insisted that he had asked to make sure it was okay. It was his decision to want that. Permission was a bad word to use and that's my fault. Was just trying to shorten it up. If the roles were switched then this would still be the same, and we're both okay with that lol. And maybe people are saying it's not my business what she posts, and I agree to an extent. I've had a couple people reach out to me and say her posts come off a little strong, and anyone who doesn't know the situation would think Pam and Dan are dating. And maybe I'm just jealous and crazy, but I didn't like the thought of people thinking that's true, and I didn't like force Pam to not post. Asked her to tone her posts about him down, like not as frequent and such. And again I was hesitant to even bring this up to her because I know she has bad mental health. This has been going on for a year and I haven't said anything besides the house issue. Dan knows she bothers me and was texting her less frequently before boot camp because of that. I don't believe anyone is right and I didn't want to stress Dan out. I tried my best to have an adultish conversation and tried to hear her out. It didn't seem like she was understanding my POV, but I told her to take it into consideration. I know she's attached to him, but I feel she needs to find another person for this comfort, and maybe that's selfish of me and that I don't understand her enough. But I felt my relationship with Dan will go south if I didn't speak up, and Dan is very important to me and I trust him. My only issue with everything happening is the posts. I've been taking everyone's POV into consideration and this is a complex situation, so I don't believe everyone is getting the full picture, but I'm trying. I won't bring this up to her anymore and I'll have a conversation with Dan when he gets settled after boot camp. Thanks guys.